Wednesday. I just walked into the tent with my coffee, feeling all positive, ready to go, and then I stepped into a huge puddle of water. I just can't catch a break this week. I cannot catch a break. Now the green tower is leaking. It's not a big deal, but there's a leak because of the way one of the plants is positioned, so gotta wipe that up. And I've been dealing with so many leaks that I'm actually out of towels, so paper towel. I will be right back. I'm gonna get myself set up, gonna get my leak wiped up, and I'll be right back. Oh man, we'll have to figure that out. I literally cannot catch a break, you guys. What is up, G for T? Everybody's in for a great cleaning. Yes. Hope everyone's having an awesome day so far. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, but not close enough. I just saw your comment pop and see. Thank you so much for that. If I ever do have PM again, I will definitely try that. Thankfully, I don't have PM right now. My tent is in great shape. I was just talking about how in previous grows, I've had PM because I suck at maintaining my plants. And so I'm gonna try not to do that this time. But thank you so much for taking the time to comment. You are awesome. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Wednesday PM, as in primordia? No, as in powdery mildew. Something you can get also as an outdoor grower. It is a pain. Once you've got it, it's a pain to get rid of. What is up, Death Squad? Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having an easy week at work so far. Hope everyone's having an easy week. I'm not so much. And I don't want to be one of those people that I have this beautiful setup and all I do is complain. So I'm very grateful for my setup. I'm very grateful for all my plants. I'm grateful for all of it. I just, I'm still allowed to get frustrated. I'm still allowed to get overwhelmed and stressed. And so, yeah, I never want to come off as like complaining or ungrateful for this beautiful garden and this beautiful setup. I just, yeah, it's challenging, but that is the life of an indoor grower, you guys. Unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunate. It's just the name of the game. And it seems as though the universe, the grow tent, the plants, whatever, what do you want to call it? Somebody's effing testing me. Someone's testing me. And it's a very difficult test to pass. But you know what? I'll take a... It's not leaking. It's just sometimes if the lettuce is positioned a certain way in a plant pot, the water will drip down the leaf. And then obviously over the course of the night, it turns into a puddle. And so that's what has happened. So I'll have to assess that later and just move things around to make sure that it doesn't continue. But yeah, so it's been a lot. It's been an overwhelming week. There's been a lot happening. I feel a little bit better after yesterday. We did quite a bit of cleanup and damage control, and today we're going to continue. There's definitely not going to be nearly as much just because we're really going to focus on the cucumbers. And then I want to say we're going to tackle the orange tower this weekend. First, I'm going to deal with the dehumidifier. It's almost done. I've cleaned it. It's good to go. I need to turn it on and make sure it works. And then we're going to get it set up in the tent. I'll have to figure out the power because I don't have enough power to accommodate that right now. It's going to trip the breaker and that whole side of the tent will shut off. So actually yesterday after I got off the live, I decided to do like quite a deep clean. I scrubbed, I vacuumed everything, I scrubbed the floor, just really to make sure that I got everything cleaned up after doing so much pruning. And we had a crazy thunderstorm finally, because it's been like weeks since we've had rain. We honestly haven't had pretty much all summer. And we had this crazy storm and the power went out in the tent and it went like pitch black, and I was like, what just happened? And I didn't know that it was like because of the weather. Because I'm in the tent, I can't hear anything of what's going on outside of the tent, and so I wasn't sure what was going on. And then then I heard thunder. It was really loud, and I'm like, oh, okay, phew. I thought something's wrong with the electrical and putting too much pressure or too much of a load on one break, but that's not the case. Phew, it was just a power outage because of the storm. So that was fun, but it was short-lived. Everything's fine, plants are good, and good afternoon, Mia. Happy Wednesday. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hope everyone's got either a hot coffee or something to sip on while we hang. I feel like having a coffee helps me figure out what to do with my hands when I'm on the lives. Not a breaker issue. No, it was just a power outage because of the storm. No issues with my breaker. But when I turn on the vacuum, that trips the breaker, and then I lose power. BRB, I need hot coffee. Yes, you do. Cheers, you guys. Death Squad says, I was supposed to have some rain coming my way, but it went north, so no rain today, sadly. Wow. See, the thing is, I wasn't expecting the rain. So I watered my flowers, so now they're like way overwatered. But now I'm like, is that why my dahlias haven't been growing all summer? Maybe they just needed more water and I wasn't watering enough. So anyways, yeah. Yeah, guys. It's been a week to just chill and have nothing to complain about right now. We got a sprinkle. Very sad. That is very sad. No, we had like a torrential downpour, first in the late afternoon, and then overnight. It woke me up. Well, honestly, you guys, I wake up at like 4 naturally anyways, but it woke me up at 4. And yeah, that was some crazy rain. The backyard is all like hay. The grass is just completely dead, and now it's only starting to go back to green. So the outdoor garden's looking a little nicer now, just because it's finally surrounded by what looks like green mixed with some hay. Our rain barrel needed grid badly. Yeah, I wonder what do you do if you don't get rain and you rely on your rain barrel? I may have started this digging in a 70,000 rain catchment pond for a mini farm. Oh wow. I wonder if are there any like natural springs where you are? Can you dig and find natural spring water? So yeah, today we're gonna focus on the second bucket system. There isn't much to do, pretty much just checking out the cucumbers, pollinating what needs to be pollinated. What else do I have to do? I have to finish root trimming. Oh no. Oh my. Honestly, I should just throw in the towel and stop gardening. A wilted plant. What is going on? Ugh. All right, I gotta figure this out. All right, water's gonna turn on in a minute here. I mean, it's getting watered, so I don't know what's happening. Honestly, sometimes just like give up. I don't know why That's wilted. It's getting watered. The Wickershire says I may have. Oh, right, I read that. We have access to 2 natural springs down in the hollers. It's not my property. Hulling it is so bad. Wow, 450 feet uphill. That's crazy. Well, at least you get fresh spring. Nothing like it. I got to deal with city water, which sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the buckets to turn on again. And watch for that, because honestly, if I have a problem with my buckets again, I'm gonna lose my mind. These last few days, I had like my days planned with things I would like to get done, and I can't get anything done because I'm constantly fixing problems, and it's like problem after problem after problem. I'm telling you, the universe is testing me. They're like, you sure you want to grow your own food? You sure you want to be an indoor gardener? What's up, Real Outdoor Living? Happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining. Good morning. Or, well, good afternoon, I should say. Before I jump into things, I'm just waiting for my water to turn back on. See if there's an issue or if it's just the plant. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'm not even stressed anymore. It's just like, bring it on. What else you got for me? What other kind of problems you gonna throw my way? The other plants in this bucket wilted, so I don't understand why this one. Maybe because there's a tomato growing? I'm not sure. No, it's watering. I don't know, man. I honestly, I just freaking give up. I'm gonna put it in the back of the bucket. Maybe it'll do better there. Alright, whatever. We'll leave it for a while and we'll see. If you smoke, you would complain less. I consume edibles, so trust me, I'm just a complainer by nature, you guys. It doesn't even matter. It really doesn't even matter. The days I have an edible, I trip out even more, because then I'm like, holy fuck, it's the end of the world. We're all gonna die. My plants are gonna die. But no, I'm just, you know what? So much stuff has happened this week that I'm like, bring it on. I can handle it. I'm tough. Ow. Anyways, you guys, yeah, I'm just, no, it's all good. It could be worse. Again, I've got this beautiful setup. I've got thriving plants. It's nothing that can't be fixed. Everything's gonna be fine. I've got to stay positive. I'm just, like I said, the more you get to know me, I'm a girl, you guys. I complain. That's what women do. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I am a complainer by nature. I'm just like a big freaking baby. And so these lives are great because you guys have to listen. That's what I was gonna post an Instagram story and say, come join me on live and listen to me bitch and complain. That's what these are going to become, just a therapy session for me, and you guys are the outlet. You know what, it's all good. Like in life, you go through stuff and you got to get through it. You can't just stop and give up. You got to keep going, and sometimes you take a little break, but as long as you keep going. And so that's where I'm at. You know, I'm trying to just make light of it right now. So many issues this week that I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Everything's fine. So, yeah, this weekend we're gonna get the orange tower cleaned up. I've got to get some seeds started. It's gonna be a busy next few. Days. I'm hopeful I'll get the dehumidifier in here tomorrow. Which is really gonna optimize the environment, and it's really gonna help me sleep at night because I don't know why I'm very paranoid about. Well, I know why. I'm paranoid about powdery mildew because I don't spray stuff on plants and the humidity is quite high in here. So I'm paranoid that overnight I'm gonna get PM. Like if 2 leaves are overlapping and there's moisture and the dew point's a little too high, I'm so worried about getting PM. And so I need to get the dehumidifier in here so that I can just sleep at night and not have to worry about it. What's up, free thinker? I am doing great because I'm hanging with you guys. Honestly, you guys make the tent chores very easy, very fun, and everything goes by quickly when I'm hanging out with you guys. So again, thank you for being here. In the next couple of days, like I said, so the orange tower is like a project that needs to be done in a very quick amount of time, because the day you empty it is the day you need to wash. Otherwise, if you let the stuff dry out, sometimes, you know, there's roots that kind of break off, and if they're stuck along the inner walls of the grow tower, then they dry, and then it makes it a real pain to scrub it off. So ideally, you want to harvest everything and then disassemble the tower and then wash it immediately. And the thing is, I probably won't wash it on the line because it's quite the process. There's big pieces, right? There's like rings. I take each layer apart, and it's just, I have a tight space to wash it all. And so what I think I'll do is harvest everything with you guys, and we'll take it apart together. Then I'll go off the live, I'll wash it, and then the next day we will put it back together. So this weekend is the projected date. So if you guys are interested in watching the tower, Saturday for sure. I'm gonna probably harvest everything Saturday morning on the live, and then we will disassemble the tower. I'll go off, wash it, and then Sunday we'll put it back together. It is not that bad of a task if you do it right away, like I described. In the past, I've removed everything from the tower and then just did it like dirty like that, because I can be lazy and I can be a procrastinator. And so that's what I've done the last couple of runs, and cleaning it was brutal. It was honestly, what's up, Tristan? Thank you for being here. Happy Wednesday. And don't forget to get your beauty sleep. But yeah, so the last time I did the green tower, it was very easy because I did every one day, and washing it was so much faster than the past. In the past, all these roots are dried up inside, and, you know, like dried up nutrients and stuff, and then you really have to scrub because it dries on the walls of the tower, where if the tower just got powered off but it's still wet, then it makes everything easy to clean. And so this weekend is the weekend, because it's starting to get gross. It's been 5 months and we still have herbs that are growing and thriving. I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm just going to move them to another tower, and then we'll get them back in the orange tower when we have enough stuff to fill it. But all of our heads of lettuce are ready to be harvested. Most of them have bolted, so I'm going to work on that over the weekend. Probably Friday night I'll also be harvesting, just so I can eat the salad and enjoy it and not have to like eat this whole thing in one night. But yeah, I'm gonna take you guys around for a tent tour and show you what's going on, what's new, and the rest of the cleanup that I did yesterday. Good morning, Main Dad, and good morning, Muffin. Happy Wednesday, you guys. You guys are right on time, taking you for a tent tour. So we were just talking about how this weekend is the weekend. If you guys are interested in seeing how the orange tower gets disassembled and cleaned up, you're going to want to join. Good morning, Brian. You're going to want to join on Saturday. We're going to finish harvesting everything. We're going to move whatever herbs are still healthy and thriving. We're going to move them to one of those two towers. So I've got the yellow tower that's still good, and the green tower. And so we're going to get those out. We're going to probably harvest the rest of the lettuce on Friday on my own. We'll get everything out. We'll get the tower empty. We're going to get the tower disassembled, and then Sunday is going to be the reassembly day. So if you guys are interested in learning more about the tower and really just getting into the construction of it, all the different parts and the way it works, please don't to join me Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to do all things orange tower. So it's really fun, and I think you guys will enjoy watching it, because it's like I don't know, it reminds me of like when I was a kid and I played Lego. I don't know. It's just, it's a really fun project. And even though it's cleanup and it's, you know, something that you don't really want to do, it's fun and it's bright colors and it's enjoyable to work on. So that'll be fun, and I hope you guys join me for that. What's up, Les? So as you can see, there's no lettuce that I can harvest from this anymore. I've been harvesting all the leaves that look good, some of which though are bolting. So these ones have like a much spicier, peppery taste, and they're not very tasty. So I'm doing what I can. And also I think not only did it bolt, but I think the reason why it grew like this after a while is because I just kept harvesting lower leaves rather than waiting for the head to grow, chopping off the full head and eating it. I've done that too, and I don't know, I have a hard time chopping a whole head and consuming it when I know that if I left it, it's gonna grow double the amount of leaves if I just harvest the first ones that I would have anyways, but by cutting the whole plant. So it makes for a messy tower, but whatever, it is what it is. Death Squad says, hell yeah, I always love some Legos. Yes, I actually have been really into, Lego has the botanical collection with like the succulents and the, what is it? Oh, an orchid. And so I bought both of those and I put them together, and I mean, it's kind of like a novelty, right? Because now it's just sitting on my desk, but it's fun. I love Lego. It's really, really fun. So these towers kind of remind me of the, you know, the giant Lego for the little babies. Anyways, so that's going to be this weekend. Les says, all my cilantro bolted, let a couple of plants go so I can get seeds. Coriander, yes. Death Squad says, the Lego Botanical Collection has improved so much over the years. They are gorgeous. Huge Lego fan here. Haha. Yes, me too. I love it. And I'm really excited about getting more. It's just sometimes I feel like it's a waste of money because it just sits there and then, you know, I don't really do anything with it afterwards, but whatever. All right, moving on. Yellow towers looking bare because I'm not kidding you guys. I have been harvesting every single night, and if you don't believe me, go watch my shorts. I harvest pretty much like a bought bundle of parsley every single night. So yesterday I had, Costco has like this porcini risotto. It's frozen, but it's good. And yes, I know it's processed food, but I had it with some fresh basil and a little bit of sage from the tower. It was so good. And then I had a diced up Chinese 5-color pepper in my ground beef with like tomatoes and parsley, and what else did I have? Oh, and then I had a bed of lettuce from the Grow Tower. It was just like, it's so awesome. What is up, G Mama Grows? Happy Wednesday. So good to see you here. I clicked on your live this morning and then it said the stream has just ended. I was like, no, I missed you, but hopefully I'll catch you. I don't know if you're every day, but hopefully I'll catch you the next time you're on. Our 2,500 seeds just arrived, all loofah. Nice. Well, happy growing. What is up, Corey? Thank you so much. And yes, G Mama, please let everyone in the chat know when you go live so we can all tune in and hang out and check out your garden. G Mama Grows has an awesome garden. She's got a lot of cool growing on, and it's thanks to her that I actually decided to cut my roots and give them a little pruning. So everybody go check out her page, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe because she is awesome. All right, moving on to the green tower. Just had to take a little coffee break. But yeah, so the yellow tower I've been consuming from. Having a bit of an algae issue, but that is okay. We've got some flowers still, which we're gonna have to harvest. And yeah, just parsley for days, a lot of sage, beautiful stuff. Oh, we got another flower that just opened today. So, and yeah, this fertilizer, this tower isn't even the bloom fertilizer, so I'm surprised that they're flowering, but not gonna complain. And these are flowers, they're called celosia. They're the feathery ones that are in my outdoor garden. I was supposed to get them outside and I haven't yet, so summer's over, I'll just put them in the buckets. What's up, DC's Bees? DC's Bees had a encounter with a deer last week. And so they built a fence and seems to be working. Great. Congratulations on your green bean harvest. I'm so happy for you. All right, so she does a weedy pop-up on Wednesday, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern time. Perfect. That is when I have morning coffee, I feed my dog, and so that's the perfect time. I'm going to tune in next Wednesday, and you guys don't forget, G Mama Grows live on Wednesdays, 7 a.m. Eastern time. Deer, haha, we have those. Last night's trail cam was a black bear. Wow, that is awesome. So yeah, Green Tower is back on track. Got a little bit of leakage happening, and I scrubbed the floors yesterday. I did quite the cleanup last night. I cleaned the walls, cleaned the floors, I cleaned all my bucket tops. So take you through the buckets and show you what's new. But yeah, we cleaned all the bucket tops. So yesterday was a big cleaning day. We did a lot of pruning, a lot of clipping. See? I don't know what happened, but I moved it from here to here, so hopefully it'll bounce back. But yeah, so tomatoes, they're looking a little neater. We do still have a lot of, you know, branches or whatever you want to call it sticking out, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about this side of the tent. As long as there's not a lot of overlap, we're good. You know, I don't want to get powdery blue. And we've got a ton of new tomatoes. Finally, they're ripening. I'm harvesting a lot, and I've been giving away a lot too. And so I mean, I don't know how many I've had, if it's considered a good harvest, but they're still coming. So it's pretty cool to be able to come down here every single day and always have something to harvest. So yeah, yesterday I harvested, I think, about 6 tomatoes, and that's all I had left in terms of ripeness. These ones will be next, and we'll see. Cucumber, this is gonna get harvested probably tomorrow. Looks great. It's a straight 8 cucumber, ready to go. I mean, this one looks super weird. I don't know what happened for that, but or I don't know what happened to that. And then I've got what do we got here? I'm so paranoid about my leaves and powdery mildew. What is that? It's not powdery mildew. Got cucumbers up here. You guys know the drill. If I give away tomatoes, I'm doing great. Oh, well, thank you so much for saying that. Or I'm just stupid and I give away the only tomatoes I have. And Death Squad says, I agree, TFP, amazing feeling for sure. Yes, you know the feeling. I've seen your garden. DC's B says, I went in and pruned the damaged tomatoes. They got hit hard, but it looks like they are recovering. You know what? Tomato plants are so resilient, so I have faith in your plants. G Mama says the weird ones taste the best sometimes. Absolutely. Never judge a book by its cover. Death Squad says, I always get wonky shaped numbers too. I think it's from poor pollination. Yes, it is. And that's also what I think was going on with my strawberries. Cuke's weird shape is improper pollination. You are correct. It's a user error. I'm the pollinator, so that's the problem. 3 summers ago, I was giving away cucumbers. I had way too many. Wow, I wish I were in that position. I keep promising people cucumbers, and then I got nothing to show for it. But if you want jalapenos or spicy peppers, I got a lot of those. So, off-grid, thank you for confirming my suspicion. Haha. Yes, I'm going to have to check out some off-grid living tips and tricks from you, because I'd love to get the heck out of where I'm at. But yeah, another oddly shaped one, but it's cute. I kind of like it. It's like a squash. And then I've got some other ones here. So that's going to be today's focusing on these cucumbers. We have Armenian cucumbers that are finally growing. And so we've got to get those pollinated ASAP. Check that out. I've never seen what the flowers look like, but there they are. Anyways, I'm going to move on to that in a sec. DC's B says, I know you was just someone that is able to manage that indoor garden. Might be many things. Stupid is not one of them. A garden like that takes a lot of learning. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry. I'm already so emotional after the week I've had. Thank you so much for saying that. You're not actually going to make me cry. I'm good at holding it in, but that is so nice. That warms my heart. Thank you for saying that. Because you know what? Sometimes I do feel stupid. I know I'm not stupid. But, you know, a learning curve makes you feel uncomfortable. And it seems as though this last week has been filled with adversity and learning curves. But it's all good. She's doing better now. Thanks so much for asking, Les. Armenian cukes get huge. Have fun. That's what he said. Death Squad says, DC's bees, 100% agree. 1000% agree. Cool, cool, cool. All right, guys. So this is the zinnia plant. I obviously broke one, and so we taped it. And I think she's going to be okay, but the flowers are developing really nicely. We've got so many of them. Again, if you've been following along, we've been tweaking the environment to try to optimize things, and it's showing. It is definitely showing. So we've got some beautiful zinnia plants. She is so bro. Honestly, I feel like I always tell my dad, like, I'm the son you never had. Yeah. So I've got dahlia flowers growing. We pruned the crap out of them yesterday, but they're definitely growing nicely. I wonder when they'll start to flower. And we've got tubers forming, which is pretty cool. So can't wait to see how that develops. Strawberry, we're going to pollinate her today. I think since I pruned her, I've got like twice as many flowers now, which is insane. And I've got some berries growing down here. They're still soft, but maybe we'll try one on today's live, and I'll report live about it. Okay, so let me know if you guys want to see this. I'm thinking of doing a taste test where I pick one of each color. So we're going to do the yellow, the purple, the orange, and the red. And we are going, and the beige. And I want to see if they differ in spice and flavor, and we're going to rate them. So if you guys are interested in a live where I kind of do a Chinese 5-color pepper taste test, and we taste all 5 colors, then let me know. Drop it in the chat. I was gonna say comments, and we'll do that next week. These are called Chinese 5-color peppers. They're gorgeous, they're ornamental, and we pruned the crap out of the plant yesterday. Well, we have 2 of them, and it's just still growing like crazy. It's coming over to the tomatoes, and it's just a freaking tree, you guys. The watermelon, oh my gosh, I have to be so careful. It's I don't know, it went through like a period of stagnation. It's probably because I don't know, I've had issues with my watering and all that stuff, so could be that. But hopefully we'll get her back on track. It's a sugar baby melon. I said, yes, DC's bees, they can definitely be eaten, but a lot of people refer to them as ornamental because they're also just really nice to look at. But they can be eaten. I ate one last night. I actually had 2 last night. I took out the seeds and saved the seeds because apparently this variety is rare. And yeah. DC's Bees is asking, don't watermelons like heat? Yes, they do, which is why I'm trying to get the temperature up. But unfortunately, I can't do that without getting humidity up as well, which is why I'm working on setting up my dehumidifier and figuring out the power in here so that I can accommodate that as well, so that I get the temperatures higher while keeping the humidity at bay. All right, so Chinese 5-color pepper. You know what's interesting though is if you see this plant here, I mean, I know it's hard because you guys are watching it on a camera or whatever, but this plant right here, the peppers are definitely way smaller. Look at the size of this one compared to this one. It's like half the size, and there's like a yellow one back here. It's pretty large in comparison to the ones on the other plant. So this plant is definitely doing better than this one, even though this one is more abundant right now. This one is just larger, and the quality of the fruit that it's producing is much better. And it could be because it's getting less light. This is a more shaded area because of the tomatoes, and I know peppers like shade. So Yes. All right, the Wickershire, it's going to happen on a live next. After we do all the hard work with the orange tower and stuff, we'll have some fun and do some pepper taste testing. I got to harvest this one. It's turning red. Once they start to turn red, the spice gets kicked up a notch. So time. And then I've got just so many jalapenos. I'll probably end up pickling them or something. Or maybe making them like, I don't know, I saw something on Instagram called cowboy candy, and it's like sweet honey glazed jalapeno, or I don't know, it's like in maple syrup or something. I don't know. All I know, it's like sweet pickled jalapenos. And then I've got so many new bell peppers growing. Got a nice one back there, and got a couple over here. And then, oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna end up harvesting these maybe tomorrow. They should be ready. I can't wait. They look beautiful. This one's got nothing yet, but we've got new flowers, so I'm sure it'll grow. DC's B says maybe try melons in a similar tent inside your growing system. That way you could increase your temps in a smaller area. That would give you more control of the humidity also. Absolutely. But you know, I have this grow tent that I find it hard to, when there's still so much room in it, I have a really hard time justifying another purchase. And so somebody out there wants to send me a grow tent, go for it. But if not, you know, maybe there's ways of like isolating areas of a tent to grow certain things. G Mama says I eat ornamental green and they mostly taste like either spicy mustard or grass. Yum. I actually love spicy mustard. I'm growing some right now in the orange tower. Pick, less fruit on a vine and faster, bigger others. Absolutely. It's just, I didn't plan before I planted everything or before I started all these seeds, or maybe I just didn't believe in myself that everything would grow. And now I've got all these spicy varieties. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of them. Hot honey for sure, DC's Bees, and definitely a hot sauce. I've got 2 ripe, like really, really overly ripe peaches right now. And so I think I'm going to like mash them up and make like a peach salsa with my hot peppers. It's gonna be good. Maybe we'll make that on a live. You send me a greenhouse, I'll send tent. I'm fresh out of greenhouses. I am so sorry. Oh, thank you so much, the Wickershire. I believe in all of you. My daughter had 3 tiger melons about ready. Wow, congratulations. That is so awesome. Sounds like your daughter's got a beautiful garden. What's up, Palmetto? Happy Wednesday. So yeah, I have my Blano peppers. We've got so much new growth, and I've been waiting for these to get bigger so that I can harvest them, but I think I just have to start harvesting. I'm gonna measure them really quick. Where's my measuring tape? No pocket greenhouses. No, I just sold my last one. I'm so sorry. Or I mean, I gave it away. All right. So, according to several people that have previously been in chat, it needs to be at least 4 inches, maybe even 5 to 6. And we're not even close. It has not grown. Well, maybe the one at the back is the one I should be measuring, but I'm really looking for at least 5 inches in length so that I can harvest. And the thing is, like, you know, maybe if I harvest these, then they'll grow, the ones that are on the vine will grow faster. So that's almost 4 inches. Maybe I can harvest that. You know, I think I'll just harvest a few of them just to see if it helps the ones that are still on the plant to grow a little longer. But yeah, and then second bucket system. The Wickershire, that's hilarious. I'm not gonna, I won't say one out loud, but if the live chat replay works this time, then I'm sure we'll get a good laugh out of that. All right, so I think this could be from a pollination issue. It's kind of like my first salt and pepper cucumber looks a little discolored, but it is growing every single day. So I don't know, we'll see. But this is what we're gonna focus on today. These cucumbers are out of control. We just pruned them a few days back, and we're just gonna, not really, I don't know if we're gonna prune. I just wanna look through them, all the flowers, and pollinate and not forget. So maybe today's live is more of a pollinate. But look how wicked that looks. That is an Armenian cucumber. I've only ever had these pickled, and they are so good. They're they're long and skinny, and they're really, really good pickled. Oh, we got another one there. And I'm also growing lemon cucumber, which I think Main Dad, I think you said that your daughter's garden also has lemon cucumber. So I don't know what the flowers are supposed to look like. So we're gonna look through those plants. And then really overnight, these cantaloupe plants have, what's up, Richard? Thank you for being here. Yeah, the cantaloupes are doing quite well. The leaves have grown significantly overnight. The honeydew, no, sorry, I think this is honeydew and I think this is cantaloupe. So yeah, the cantaloupe, not so much. I don't know, I'm forgetting now. I need to go back to my old videos and see, because I don't remember which is which. But yeah, the roots are looking okay. They were initially getting overwatered. And then I have my tomato plants, which are already fruiting, and it's not even on the right nutrients yet. So I gotta do that. I added water to the system this morning and put in my H2O2, and so now I got to add in my CalMag, and then later I'll do a mixture of grow and bloom and transition them slowly. Here's the eggplant. Today marks, I think, 4 weeks that it's been in the buckets. It's doing okay. This one obviously doing the best. The others are doing okay except for this one. I don't really know what's happening there, but just give it time. Same thing happened with the peppers. This one was stunted, all the other ones were fine, and so I just gave it time. So yeah, they're doing exceptionally well compared to my last run, which is still happening at the current time. It's just these are obviously at a different growth stage, and I've got water all over, so that's always fun. Not sure where that came from. Oh boy. H2O2, yes, hydrogen peroxide. All right, gonna turn down my lights. I find it just more comfortable to work when I turn down the lights. Then I don't have to be paranoid about my eyesight or going blind. I'm gonna turn down the lights and we're gonna deal with the cucumbers. Well, the lights are already turned down, but turn them down. Actually, I'll just turn them off for a few minutes. Sorry, plants. They probably don't like that very much right now, but... Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is pollinate. I have to pollinate strawberries first. Oh shoot. Lighting is good, still we all took off our sunglasses. Okay, so first I'm just gonna pollinate the strawberries quickly before I get. I don't know why my paintbrush looks like that, but anyways. So I'm just going from flower to flower, and the more flower interaction have, the better. And I noticed that the flowers are looking different now, and the stems that they're on are kind of looking different. So I'm wondering if just because the plant is maturing, because a lot of people commented on my strawberry taste test saying just give the plant time to mature. The first strawberries are never good, and so perhaps that was it as well. I know it's too hot in here for strawberries, but so DC's bees can vouch that bumblebees would not be happy in here. It's not an environment for bees, so I do the work myself. Just make sure I didn't miss any flowers here. All right, so those are the strawberries. I don't know if I missed any flowers. Honestly, they're like all over, so could be quite easy to miss. So there could be strawberries that have not gotten pollinated properly. Now we're gonna move on to the cucumbers. All right, so I've got some prunes and I've got my paintbrush. So I've got to get that Armenian cucumber flower pollinated. So I'm going to find a regular flower, a male flower, which is right here. And I'm going to take the pollen from that and transfer it to that. Oh my gosh, these are gonna grow so abundantly. I can't wait. It's gonna be so exciting to be able to have more than one cucumber. Honestly, it's so pathetic. I've been growing these cucumbers in my buckets for like 5 months. And I mean, I'm grateful that I've even gotten some, because in my last grows I grew and never got fruit at all. But it's just, it feels pathetic, you know? All right, so I am just gonna sort through these plants here, get them up on the trellis, prune anything that needs to be pruned. And with cucumbers like this, guys, you stay on top of it. They can get extremely out of control, and at that point it's challenging to clean up. So right here I've already got like so many side shoots growing, which is insane. So some of them I don't mind keeping. They are fruit bearing, but as long as I can kind of tuck them neatly either into the trellis or whatever, because I don't want things to go crazy. Okay, that's another plant here. All right, so yeah, it's tricky because all the plants kind of get twined with each other, and then you start to lose track of which is which. This is over here. So I've just pollinated the Armenian cucumber. Oh no, because you don't want to also pollinate with the wrong flower, right? Otherwise, I don't know, maybe we'll create some kind of hybrid. So yeah, that's the thing with cucumber plants, especially according to guys, Armenian cucumbers go crazy, and so I gotta stay on top of it. All right, so this one growing here. And that's the thing, is like they're not even that close together. I've created quite a bit of space between each plant, but still they're still growing all over each other. All right, so this is the plant, and it goes up to here. Trying to keep them all like in a row, following the trellis, but sometimes they don't want to listen. All right, and then this second one here goes up. And it is right here. I'm gonna get this guy off here because that's crazy. I know it may seem like I'm pruning a lot, but I'm really just trying to, it's gonna grow so fast. I'm just trying to mitigate a mess. All right, and then I'm gonna prune down. They've already gotten so tall. One is already almost at the ceiling, which is nuts, you guys. So I want to keep them short. Now that I know about, you know, like a canopy and stuff all at the same level because of the lights, trying to keep everything at a certain height so that I don't have to worry about my lighting later. I'm actually going to even go with this one. All right, so I've got, I'm going to go lower. All right. I bought like the string from my lights here that the trellis has to, or that the tendrils have decided to grab onto. So yeah, I'm just following along the cucumber plant and keeping the bucket top area clean. What's up, Ray? No trouble here, no worries. Chat, everybody give him shit. I'm just kidding. Thank you for being here. I'm just grateful you're here. All right. So I can't really, these plants are already such a mess. Wow. That's wild. I have to clean up quite a bit because it's quite the mess. Prune hub. You guys are hilarious. That's the biggest thing that I think learned so far from the garden is like keep it clean always and stay on top of it, because if you don't, you're gonna have to deal with it later. So crazy the cucumbers can double in size in just 2 days. Yes! Oh! Audi McDabber, this weekend is Orange Tower weekend. And I know you wanted to see that. So if you're interested, Saturday, we're gonna get everything out of the tower. We're gonna disassemble. I'm gonna sign off the live and I'm gonna wash it just because I have to wash it in a tight space. It's gonna be difficult to film, but all I'm doing is really scrubbing it. And then, but you'll get to see the mess. You'll get to see everything. I won't hide anything. And then Sunday, we're gonna put the clean tower back together. So it's Orange Tower weekend. If you guys are interested, Saturday and Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Saturday is the tear down and Sunday is the reassembly. You're not gonna wanna miss it. You guys will get to watch me really put in some elbow grease and actually work hard for once. Yeah, these cucumber plants are insane, man. And they're not even on the nutrients yet. It's like so crazy. I've got to get that dealt with. All right, so what do I got here? I've got this plant. Get rid of this. Oh my God. I can't believe how much I'm already pruning off of this plant. It's insane. I bet you excited for that and get some new veggies back. Yes, so I've got to get some seeds started. So maybe we'll do that on tomorrow's live. And then I'm excited because I love having a shiny tower to work with all over again. It gets, you know, you use fertilizer that stains and stuff like that. So it does get messy pretty quickly, but it's such a satisfaction having a nice clean tower. I can't wait. And then it also just makes the tent look nice, right? When the tent's nice and clean and the tower's nice and clean, it's a beautiful thing. So yeah, I'm just going through the cute plants, cleaning up anything that needs to be cleaned up. These plants, believe it or not, are already out of control, and they've been in the buckets, I think, I want to say for 5 weeks now. All right. What newts do you use in your system? I use the Flora Nova line by General Hydroponics. It's just a 2-part. I use the 7410, the Grow, and I use the 487 Bloom, and then I also use the CalMag, the General Hydroponics CalMag, and I use High Clean, and I also use hydrogen peroxide, 3% in small amounts. So, not in that order. First hydrogen peroxide, then the nutrients, followed by High Clean. And you know what? I had no idea that you're supposed to use High Clean after your nutrients. I thought you're supposed to use it similar to H2O2 beforehand. And so this time I've been using it beforehand, and then I tuned into GCN, Garden Cultivation Network, had Hydrozyme on, and they were talking about High Clean and the proper way to implement it. It was like, oh, I didn't know that. So this whole time I've been doing it wrong. I had no idea. Any silicas? No, I need to learn about that and how it my plants, because maybe it's something I should be using. I have no idea. All right, so keep these as organized as possible. You'd be a good cannabis grower. I don't know. Honestly, I don't handle learning curves too well or challenges that well. As you can from this week, I've been like a basket case. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. All right, we've got our first lemon cucumber flower. I'm gonna show you guys. I didn't know what it looked like until right now, and I guess it's one of those things where you know it when you see it. This is what the lemon cucumber female flower looks like. So it's got kind of like a larger, like a ball at the base. So versus this, that's the male flower, and that's the female flower. So I've only got, looks like one right now down there, and there's one over there. All right, so I got to get this plant cleaned up so that I can even see the flowers, because if you don't see them, you don't pollinate them, and if you don't pollinate them, you don't get fruit, you guys. Silica would definitely help with stem strength for your pepper plants. Oh man, my pepper plants are like freaking trees right now, so I don't know if I need any more help in that department, but I know what you mean. It probably definitely helps with the overall like integrity and strength of the plant. All right, I'm gonna go back here. Oh my gosh, all these cucumbers are insane. Like, they're out of control. Just broke the, I just broke the trellis. Well, not the trellis, the zip tie. Never fun when you do that. So I'll show you what's going on with my green peppers. Hang on. All right. So the green peppers, it's not the plant that's toppling over, it's the net pot that can't take the weight. So these are the poblano peppers, and this so strong, it ain't going anywhere. It's actually almost like too strong for the foam collar, and it's oh, I know what you're talking about. Sorry, you're talking about these. Yes, this one, absolutely. This plant over here, it's definitely needs help. You're 100% right. But that's also because it's just a weird shape, and normally you'd have peppers like growing on both sides. But yeah, this one is brutal. You're 100% right if that's what you're talking about. So I use the other plant to lean it on because this plant's nice and strong. I have a bumper crop of jalapeno this year, so I have a sriracha hot sauce recipe to try and make. Cool. You should totally drop the link for that recipe. We're all about sharing stuff here. I'm sure you got other people in the chat growing jalapenos too. Dad says cannabis is easier than half of your garden. Wow. Well, I mean, if that's the case, I'd probably be a master grower. All right, I'm gonna just quickly keep going. But yeah, I think with my pepper plant, I think the one that's toppling over, I think it's also just because it's kind of in the middle, it's not getting enough light. If it were getting enough light, I don't think I'd have that problem. The time when your stems are kind of leggy like that, it's because they're not getting enough light. At least that's what I've learned. All right. All right, I'm also just pruning my tomatillo plant. It's like out of control. Cannabis can get pretty tricky sometimes though. I feel like veggies are a bit more straightforward for someone who's still learning a lot. Yes, that's why I'm so intimidated. I'm like, you know what? Just stay in my lane for now. Let me be veggie queen or the veggie princess. 'm also just pruning my tomatillo plant while I'm here. I'll bring you guys closer in a sec. Just also this tomato plant. Like there's just too much overlap happening here. "12-hour harvest, LOL." Nope, just pruning, not harvesting. All right. Oh, you had a 12-hour harvest. You should soak your stuff in baking soda if you're talking produce. That'll get rid of everything real quick. All right. Let's do one more check here. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. I need to be able to see what's happening, and here, I'm gonna flip you guys around and show you where I'm at. So I'm just in the back row here, and I am focusing on taking the side shoots, any suckers, and also the bucket top. I'm clearing out any of these flowers and crap from the bottom of the plant. I don't want that. All right, much better. But you can see the difference between You can see the difference between, so this plant is not on the right nutrients and it's growing a fruit and it shows, because look at it. We're gonna get it back on track though. But these ones have not started growing fruit yet, so they're like in much, much better shape. Yes, it's baking soda and lemon juice mix, then a double wash clean water. Oh wow, 3 buckets, that's a lot of work. Do you have light turned on full power or do you dim them down some? I have the lights at 65% on the dial, so I'm trying to maintain a ppfd of 500 right now while I have both seedlings and mature plants growing under the same lights. And eventually it'll increase the lights. It's just right now the lights are off because I'm working under them and I don't want to bother my eyes or burn or whatever, because I honestly think I got burnt from the lights. So now it looks much cleaner here. Everything looks, it's good to remove ailing leaves. Yes, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just cleaning things up. What I've learned with cucumbers is they get out of control very quickly. And so it's imperative to continuously stay on top of the pruning. Otherwise, it'll be too far gone. And then, you know, you could have potential things like PM or like, for example, oh, I haven't missed it, but it's very possible that could have missed that flower. I don't know if it's gonna open or if it already opened and it closed. I think it's done because the end of it is kind of like brown. So I missed the opportunity to pollinate. And so now I missed a fruit. So that sucks. So that's the whole point of kind of pruning and taking care. Sunburn for eyes and skin from grow light is a real thing. Yeah, last week I was working under the grow lights and my skin was like so on fire after, and I freaked out. I was like, oh my God, that's why I'm wearing a long sleeve now, because I'm so paranoid, and like I'm so paranoid about my eyes. So I really have to be careful. Gotta be careful. All right, so so I also pruned the tomatillo plant because it needs to be pruned. I'll take you guys over here. So yeah, this is the tomatillo plants. LED lights are bad for anyone. I see they're bringing back incandescent bulbs. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I gotta be careful. I don't want to get like, I want to live a long, health life. I don't want any issues. So I do spend quite a bit of time in here. So safety is of the utmost importance. Yes, the buckets are still having leak issues. They're not as bad as they were before, but it's something with the pressure because I'm having like buildup in the lines. So the next course of action would be to take apart like all, because I already took out the lines and I soaked them, but I'd have to, I don't know what I'd have to do. I just have to take it apart again, I guess, and try again. Maybe I missed something, or, you know, maybe I need to do like just rinse my system with like, I don't know, something that'll clear the obstruction out. I don't know what I need to do. But I'm managing it the best I can until I figure out how to fix it. Yeah, and then these tomatoes here. I'm just gonna take care of them a little bit because they're kind of crazy. I know it's probably hard for you guys to see because the lights are off. Just grabbing here a couple of stems. I really try to keep the bucket tops as clean as possible. And so as long as I can see the bucket tops and I can see what plant is what, that's kind of the intention behind my fruit. Because everything's got to be clean and I got to be able to spot issues easily. And keeping things pruned and clean helps achieve that. So I'm going to need to clip these. But yeah, that's it for today's work. And then tomorrow we're probably starting seeds, and we should top the pepper plants because topping the pepper plants is going to make them grow into separate branches versus one straight up, and it's going to increase our yield. So that's what we're going to focus on tomorrow. Is it a fitting that's leaking or something like maybe plumber's tape can fix? So what I think is happening, I think because it's a high pressure aeroponic system, actually I'll clean up in a minute. Because it's a high pressure aeroponic system, if there's something obstructing the lines, or if like the pump filter isn't clean, or it'll affect the pressure. And if the pressure is off, even if like one nozzle is blocked, the pressure, I guess, isn't evenly distributed throughout the system, and so it doesn't, and then it like forces the water out of, so it's not that the fitting is loose, it's that there's like too much pressure built up in the system, or a loss of pressure depending on what's happening. Like maybe I have a hole in one of my lines and that's where the leak coming from, or maybe something's obstructing the lines and it's too much pressure, therefore it's being forced out of, I'll show you, there's different things that it's happening from. So first of all, I keep fastening these, and this is where some of the leak happens, and no matter how much I tighten it, it's still leaking. Or sometimes it's these, and the thing is, this was literally last week, it was like squirting out water. It was insane. I couldn't, it was crazy. It made such a mess in the tent. And as soon as I undid all the misting nozzles, I cleaned them, and I must have cleared whatever obstruction, then that stopped leaking and spraying like crazy. So that tells me that there was like a blockage and the water was kind of just being forced out that way. I don't think it's a bad deal. I think it's, or yeah, maybe it's maybe there's like an opening that's missing, or I don't know, you guys. I'm doing my best here. I have no idea. Is it like a compression fitting? Yeah, like you push it in and it stays. But anyways, we'll figure it out. Part of me is like, instead of having to clean my lines all the time because they're so small, I'm like, well, where's my, hang on. Oh yeah, so I'm like, maybe I should just buy a roll of these. I think it's 1/8 of an inch, and they're just like soft plastic. And then every time I think there's a cloggage, just snip it, replace it with a new one, because I can't imagine this is too expensive. But yeah, it doesn't say size. Anyways, yeah, it's just tubing. So yeah, guys, that's life of indoor growing. It is what it is. But yeah, tomorrow, come hang out. We'll probably start some seeds and just take it easy. And then again, this weekend is Orange Tower weekend. So we're going to take it down, we're going to empty it, we're going to clean it, and Sunday we're going to reascend it. So you're not going to want to miss it. Come hang out. But if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you all for being here. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. What? Barb connections give me problems in the past. Yeah, they're challenging. But anyways, more to talk about on tomorrow's live. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. But yeah, and if you guys have any suggestions on how to fix this, please just drop it in the chat. I'm all for constructive criticism, whatever. Did I reach out to the people that made the system? Sometimes they will gladly replace parts for free. We're talking shipping from China, so that's pretty penny, but all good. I'm sure Amazon or something. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.